Hello all, welcome back to the post-match reaction of the Chelsea vs Liverpool game. And whoo, what a game that was. That was electrifying, magnificent, a game beyond words. It was fabulous end-to-end stuff. So, starting off with the lineup of Chelsea and what they played in this match, and with all the things we knew with Lukaku and everything, which I'll discuss in the later video. So, Lukaku was out of this whole squad, and we know that Reece James, Ben Chilwell were injured. So, Chelsea had only some options available with them, with Andreas Christensen also out defensively. So, it was Chalobah, Rudiger, and Thiago Silva making the defense, and Edward Mendy as a goalkeeper who was playing his final game before he will depart for AFCON duties, and it was Alonso on the left, Aspilicueta playing as a right wing back, and Kante Kovacic playing in a pivot with Jorginho on the bench, and the front three were Havertz, it was Mount, it was Pulisic. So the match started in a very, very electrifying manner. Chelsea came out all guns blazing, a very different display to what we saw against Brighton. Chelsea straight away were on the cases of Liverpool, and Christian Pulisic should put their chance away. Now, not being very critical of him, he finally played in his preferred position, which is left wing. And overall, his first half was not good, but he scored that goal. And in the second half, we saw the more Pulisic that we have seen. But overall, Pulisic should be winning the chance. And at 1-0, the games become very different. But he did not score, and Liverpool on the counter went there, and Trevor Chalobah, see, I do hope people don't critique him. He has been one of our better players this season, one of our best players this season in terms of expectations, and he has done so well this season. It just happens in big game you make that mistake, which can happen, and he made a big mistake which he should be clearing with his foot, but he hit a header which never made any sense, and Sadio Mane had free run on the goal, and he converted the chance, and Liverpool were 1-0 up. Then again, it's Mo Salah. What can you do? The class of the player is just so high. Now, if it was a Chelsea player, I'm being very honest, we either try to put it below the keeper's leg or blast it into the net. Now, Mo Salah is right now one of the most informed player in the whole world. He was calm. He was collective. He first of all made a fool out of Alonso, and then he made a fool out of Mendy, and he scored that goal. That's what world-class players do. You can't do nothing about that. Then coming on back to Trevor Chalobah, he made a very, very good tackle on Salah, which could have been 3-0, and the match could have been dusted. And then Mateo Kovacic scored a magnificent goal. Of all people, it was Mateo Kovacic who scored a magnificent goal, and overall, putting goal aside, his performance was fabulous. A player who is underrated by his own fans, not respected because of, oh, he does not have goals and assists, he does not do this. A midfielder is always not about goal and assists. It's other aspects of the game which are very, very important, and Mateo Kovacic excels in that. And today he scored a fabulous goal. He got us back into the game, and then our intensity was so different. And Christian Pulisic made it 2-2, and in the half time we went with the momentum. Now, second half was always expected to be more conservative because the players lost their energy with how much passion they put in the first half. But again, there was a Pulisic volley chance, which is a very difficult chance, by the way. But I think that was one of the better chances Chelsea created. And overall, Liverpool also had some moments where Edward Mendy pulled a magnificent save from Mohamed Salah. But second half was more of a conservative on both sides. Energy was not there. And overall, it ended 2-2. So overall, this result does not favor any of us. Liverpool City right now are top of the league with 53 points. Chelsea second, playing 21 games, 43. So City have played 21 games, Chelsea have played 21 games, and Liverpool right now are at 42 points, playing 20 games, and they have a game in hand against Leeds United, which most probably expect them to win. So if let's say Liverpool win that game, then the Premier League table is City 53 points, Liverpool 45 points, Chelsea 43 points, and it's slowly looking like City are going to clinch it. Now on January 15, it's Manchester City versus Chelsea, and with Manchester City and Liverpool playing later in the season, Chelsea have to beat Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. They have to win that, and that could bring Chelsea and Liverpool back into the race. But right now, both the teams are absolutely looking out of it, and overall, this result did not favor anyone. But going on to the different parts, see, for Chelsea, it was about building momentum. Now, we did not win this match, but there were a lot of positive signs. Romelu Lukaku's all the episode and all the drama just made a lot of negative atmosphere towards the game. Before the game started, there was all the focus was on Lukaku thing, Lukaku comments, his future at Chelsea, and there was no concentration towards the game. But the fans were amazing in the stadium, and overall, this display finally put that Lukaku thing away. And with the players, after being 2-0 down, responding back and coming back, which is very rare with Chelsea because it's so rare we come back from 2-0 down. Whenever we have been even 1-0 down, we've lost the game 1-0, we've lost the game 2-0. We really respond back, and we came back 2-0 from 2-2 in just within half-time period, and that was a magnificent comeback from the players against such a scary team like Liverpool, which can pummel you 5 or 6-0. That was a magnificent effort. Even Marcus Alonso had a magnificent game. He put about himself. He gave everything he can on the pitch. Every player ran their socks off. Liverpool also plays some good football, and both teams play some amazing thing. But it's just that for Liverpool, drop points to Brentford, Brighton, Leicester, Spurs has caught up with them. While for Chelsea, draws to Burnley, draws to Manchester United, draws to Everton, draw to Wolves, draw to Brighton has caught with them. This match did not decide the title race. The title race was decided with Chelsea not being able to beat a C team Everton and Liverpool not able to beat a C team Leicester. That was where title race was decided, and that is where Chelsea and Liverpool have lost it. Chelsea on one hand have lost it because they can't take their chances, and Liverpool have on the other hand lost it because for their saving their lives they just can't defend. But now coming back to the final comments on Chelsea, and you know I'm a Chelsea fan, so with Chelsea the problem is at the moment we're conceding a lot of goals as well. Because before finishing the video, I'll just say one thing, that it is not sustainable to keep not conceding goals. At the start of the season, Chelsea were in an amazing run of form. We weren't conceding goal and we were scoring 1-2, 1-2, 1-0 victory, 2-0 victory, 1-0 victory, 2-0 victory. But that was not sustainable because attackers have to convert chances. And at some point, defenders will lose their focus. And attackers just keep missing chance after chance after chance after chance. And defenders will lose their focus in a long league season. And therefore, Chelsea is still a very good cup team because in a 6-7 match run, we can beat anyone in the world, especially with the great squad we have right now. But on a league term, even before injuries, because for the Burnley game and United game, we had a fully fit squad and we still didn't convert our chances. So this problem runs deeper than the injury crisis. And overall, it's our Achilles heel. Chelsea just cannot finish to save their lives. And for Liverpool, their problem is that even when they have a fully fit squad, they concede too many goals. So overall, we got to see a great game, and overall, it's a great result for both the sides in one way. That Liverpool had no Jurgen Klopp, they had some players out with COVID, they had Alisson out, and the young goalkeeper that played put a magnificent performance. So it's a positive sign for them. While for Chelsea, coming back from 2-0 down, playing a quality team like Liverpool with all the Lukaku negativity, it was a good result and a good bounce back. But on the other hand, title race looks more and more out of them, and this result only favors Manchester City. So that was my post-match reaction on Chelsea's draw against Liverpool, which overall was a magnificent performance by Chelsea. And before ending the video, a big shout out to Matej Kovacic for the display he has been putting and how underrated he is. And overall, at the last, I just want to say that Trevor Chalobah really made it up in the end, and he played a magnificent game. Mistakes can be made by players. These are the games that make a player from good level to a top level, and Trevor Chalobah could be that player that reaches us. His mentality is top notch. So that was my post-match reaction for this match. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.